Up until today, I would have said if the election were held today, we would win.
What happened today that changed that?
What now I'm saying is we will win.
Nancy Pelosi saying we will win, her bold assertion about winning back the House, not sitting well with outspoken activist filmmaker Michael Moore, who is worried that she is getting ahead of herself. Watch this.
A Democrat
yes,
who just automatically announced we're going to win. And it's like, my God, that's what happened in 2016. Everybody was throwing the party for Hillary before the election. Don't think for a second that come Tuesday, they don't have every intention of holding on to the House and the Senate. And they are good at what they do, and you should respect the fact that they are able to get away with this.
He's saying you got to fight until the very bitter end. Joining me now, Donna Brazile, former DNC chair and co-author of the new book for colored girls who have considered politics. Donna, good to have you with us.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Welcome to Washington, D.C.
Thank you. It's great to be here tonight. So which camp are you in? Are you the optimist like Nancy Pelosi, or the it's not over till it's over, Michael Moore?
I'm in both camps. Look, I come from the school that you have to work until the polls are closed across the country. I also believe that Nancy Pelosi has a real good gut instinct about what's happening out there. Good quality candidate. She's been crisscrossing the country raising money. But at the same time, Michael Moore is so right. You have to keep knocking on doors. We know that during midterm elections, Democrats tend not to turn out. We are more infrequent voters. The Republicans treat every election like the World Series. Democrats like the World Cup.
I mean, we heard the opposite for so long in this campaign, that Democrats were super fired up and that they were trying to get Republicans more fired up. I want to play this interesting soundbite from Claire McCaskill, who's obviously in a neck-and-neck race with Josh Hawley in Missouri right now. Watch this.
The crazy Democrats are people who walk in restaurants and scream in elected officials' faces. The crazy Democrats we have a state senator here in Missouri that actually advocated for the assassination of President Trump. That's a crazy Democrat.
What do you think about that, Donna?
Well, there's a lot of people out there today that I would label as, let's just say, not civil. But the truth is that we have to tone it down. It's important that Democrats, Republicans, independents, that we find a way to tone down the rhetoric. It is hot out there. It is, as we call it in Louisiana, it's nasty hot. But at the same time, people are very passionate. They're passionate about health care. They're passionate about immigration. We need to allow people to speak their minds without confronting them. Look, I have Republican friends, I have Democratic friends, and I have friends who are independents. And yet, you know what I want to do at the end of the day? I want to have a good glass of wine. I want to watch football, drink beer.
That's the old way of Washington. It certainly doesn't feel like that anymore.
And by the way, are you wearing crimson red? Because, you know, I'm an LSU. You're not trying to send a signal here, because go Tigers, go Tigers. And you see, we could talk about football without getting into a fight. I'm trying to put on my best shade of purple.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you know, speaking of, you know, how nasty it gets, as you say, this is Maria Chappelle-Nadal, who's a state senator. I mean, she went after Claire McCaskill. I mean, look at this tweet that she put out there. Claire McCaskill's desperate. She's a piece of you know what? Instead of knowing why people of color are angered by this administration, she chooses to put us and our families in harm's way. If my family is harmed, blame it on Claire McCaskill. She deserves to lose. She is not a Democrat. Your thoughts?
I don't know who this person is. I know who Claire McCaskill is.
She's the state senator that Claire McCaskill was referring to, who called for the assassination of President Trump, which, by the way, she said was a mistake.
I mean, look. Michelle Obama was attacked. Barack Obama was attacked. The first lady has been attacked. Mrs. Trump, the president. Okay, cut it out. It's not what we do. These are people that we have elected to lead us, people that are serving as spouses. It is important that
Hillary Clinton called for no civility until after the election. Eric Holder said kick him in the knees. So you're against all that?
I am against what the President of the United States say every day when he tweets. I'm against any elected officials using their job that we hired them to do.
But you're saying I want to be friends with everybody. So are you also against Hillary Clinton calling for no civility and Eric Holder saying kick him in the knees?
You know, I don't want to sit here and name calling. What are we trying to prove by calling out Hillary and Eric? President Donald Trump.
I'm just saying be fair on all sides. When somebody's out of line, we'll call it on all sides. Fair,
but you know what my job is? My job as a citizen, because I'm no longer chair of the party, is to go out there and to build hope. It's to inspire the next generation to vote. I'm worried that we have a lot of millennials who have not yet decided to vote. This election impacts their future. That's what I'm worried about.
Oprah was certainly doing a good job getting out
what she did
in Georgia
yesterday. You know,
but I want to bring up this because the economy is doing so well.
Yes.
And Jared Bernstein, who was Joe Biden's former economic advisor, tweeting today pretty much everything you could want in a monthly jobs report. Payroll gains way up better than expected. Nice pop in labor force participation. Wage growth continues. Finally beating inflation. So he's very positive on the economy. So, when you look at that, is that a difficult argument for Democrats to make in terms of, rolling back some of these tax cuts, rolling back some of the regulatory changes that have helped to create this economy?
The Democrats, what they've been saying, and I've looked at a lot of the ads, they want an economy that works for everyone, whether you're making $100,000 a year or you're...
This is where everybody's unemployment numbers are the lowest they've been in decades.
But, when Barack Obama was president, Republicans had a hard time saying good news. I like to say good news, good news. I wouldn't care if it's good news that come from a Democrat, a Republican, or independent. Good news. We want people to have jobs.
President Trump's done a good job with the economy so far?
President Trump is not out there campaigning on the economy. He's campaigning as if people who are...
No, but that's not my question. My question is, do you think the president has done a good job with the economy so far?
I think that overall, the structure of our economy is good. And while the White House is claiming credit, just like Barack Obama claimed credit for turning the economy around, give credit where credit is due. We should not undermine people's confidence in their country or the economy simply because they have an R or D behind their names. That's where I come down on
Donna
this.
Brazile,
I want everybody to have
much.
a job.
Good to see you
keep my job, by the way.
The book is for colored girls who've considered politics.
Martha.
Thanks for being here, Donna. Come back.
I will.
Great having you here.
Thank you.